Nottingham Community Foundation is an independent charity established in 2001 to encourage philanthropy for the benefit of the people across all districts of Nottinghamshire. Nottinghamshire Community Foundation is an independent charity established in 2001 to encourage philanthropy for the benefit of the people in Nottinghamshire. NCF acts as a broker on a flexible, low-cost basis between people and organisations who care about their local community, providing support for the wide range of voluntary organisations, local charities and social enterprises that do the hands-on work to make a real difference to their and our communities. NCF has distributed over £22 million of grant funding to voluntary and community groups in Nottingham and Nottinghamshire since 2001 to over 3,500 community groups, connecting people who care with causes that matter. These are some of the charities, groups and people that NCF and local philanthropists have been involved with over the last few years.
It's important that we all realise that we can make change. And this is an organisation that's about change. It's a dynamic organisation. It's an organisation that believes not in the past, but investing in the future. And it's that future that all of us want.
$20,000 that we got through them was that helped with the eco elements of this building, and it bought the solar panels and some of the insulation and the heat recovery system and the green elements of this building.
Great place for all different parts of the community to come together with different ethnicities.
This is the project of local people for local people, really.
And unless we continue to support local charities, unfortunately in the current climate many are closing. We're working hard with them to try to help them become more sustainable and more entrepreneurial. But nowadays I talk to donors and encourage them to think of their donation as an investment, not just necessarily a traditional grant.
To me, it's far more important to donate something locally and to get involved on a local level than to give money to a faceless national charity. No idea what's going to happen to that money. No idea how much of it is actually going to end up in the pockets of the people that actually need it and be of benefit to the local community. I've found NCF a real pleasure to work with. They're clearly passionate about the local community. They've clearly got Nottingham and Nottinghamshire at the top of their agenda, which is very important for me as well. And it's been really great to work with them and move Nottinghamshire forward.
Everyone who's involved in NCF or everyone who's involved in a similar sort of organisation within a different city all know their own cities, all know where help is needed, etc. So I think locally is best because you know what's going on basically.
Means a great deal, because if it wasn't for the funding and volunteers like myself, we wouldn't be able to run. These guys wouldn't be able to come to places like this. That's why we need the money.
for me, it's always wonderful that when we get support from local people and local businesses, and I try to endorse the fact that local charities, if it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be choice for people in the community.
The thing about the voluntary sector is it belongs locally, it knows what the local problems are, and it knows what the local solutions are. And if you're going to give money, it makes sense to invest locally rather than big national charities.
I think it's really important that people understand the value for money in giving locally. And when you look at the cost of infrastructure of national charities, how much they spend on marketing and on management, in comparison to how much a local charity may spend on those things, most of them locally don't have a fundraiser, for example. So a donor who gives locally can be guaranteed that 99% of their donation goes on actual charitable activities on the ground. In order to deliver some fundraising and some funds to local charity, they don't need to set up a charity. We can just hold the fund for them and save them all that time and trouble. So I'd recommend they come and talk to us first and then decide which is the best way for them to give.
For more information, you can contact Nottingham Community Foundation using the following details. You can phone us on 01623 620 202 or email inquiries@notcf.org.uk.